Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the West. More specifically, Dodge City, Kansas. And even more specifically than that, I'm in front of the Boot Hill Museum. Now, Dodge City, Kansas had a reputation as being the roughest town in the West. And you notice seemingly a lot of towns had that reputation at one point. You have Deadwood, South Dakota, Tombstone, Arizona. And my understanding is that, you know, as settlers moved west, there would be like a border where there would be lawlessness, and so I guess that lawlessness border would move as more people came in. And at one point, Dodge City was that town of lawlessness. The Boot Hill Cemetery as an attraction started in the 1930s when they took a real cowboy cemetery and dolled it up. They added some fake graves with wacky epitaphs, which you actually see in other Western tourist cities and amusement parks as well. But apparently they would put goofy fake tombstones, and they would apparently they would dig out the graves so that you could see the cowboy skeletons. I don't think they do that anymore, but they have a whole museum here, a whole attraction here at Boot Hill that we're about to check out. So please follow me. In a rare twist, it looks like we actually enter through the gift shop. Alright, so there's a Wild West town outside, but we have to go through the museum here first. Looks like there is some Native American items here. There's a teepee. Says Raisin a Ruckus, whiskey, women, guns, and groceries. That sounds like a wonderful evening. There's like a little bar area here. What's it say? Take a shot to learn about George Hoover? Well, okay. Oh.
Hello! Welcome to Hoover's Saloon, finest watering hole in Buffalo City. Actually the only one, but it's definitely the finest. We offer any libation you could possibly wish for.
Here we have a cigar store Indian. These were placed outside of cigar stores because a lot of people couldn't read back then. So when they saw the Indian, they knew it was a tobacco store, much like they use a barber pole for a barber shop. And they used the Native American imagery because Native Americans introduced white people to tobacco. And in some ways, it seems like it was their great revenge. Here's a very stylish buffalo coat. And they have some other items that were made from buffaloes as well. A fork, a knife, a toothbrush. Can you imagine brushing your teeth with a buffalo? A little fan down there. It says pick up the poop. You might think it's smelly and gross. Yeah, I do kind of think poop is smelly and gross, but it says buffalo poop is pretty useful. It says how many ways can you think to use it? Pick up the poop to find out. So I guess we actually have to touch the poop. Oh, it's a little poop hatch. Fun fact, wood was scarce on the prairie, but there's plenty of buffalo dung. Both Native Americans and Dodge City residents burned buffalo chips for cooking and keeping warm. Would you like to cook your dinner over a flaming turd? Leave a comment in the comment section. Here you can try your hand at buffalo shooting. It's a buffalo gun, and this shows you how small a buffalo would look from these different distances. It's 50 yards, 100 yards, and 500 yards. I probably could not hit a buffalo from 500 yards, I imagine. The White Devil. These white guys came in and killed all the buffalo, Good job, you white idiots. Does look like they have a few guns. Guns. Just take your turn as a train engineer. Follow the tracks.
Many options outside of the factory.
It says be a train conductor. Push the button to watch the train go. So we push this big giant button here.
There are many girls. We have girls room together.
Where's the train? Oh, there it is, up above.
A lot of women come out here looking for someone to marry. It's a fine area for the industrious. The richest man in town started out in a soft hut with a canvas roof. We go from that.
There we have half of a carriage.
I think that's all home.
Look here at these old train conductor hats. Push here to learn about the Harvey girls. Oh, there she is.
We're not open, but you wouldn't think that with all the girls running around. Harvey girls, that is. We have to get things in order because there'll be no time once the Senate arrives.
We have a cattle exhibit here. What I really like about this is they have these taxidermied cattle heads, but they've actually painted in 2D bodies for the steer. It's pretty cool. Look at this guy's body over there. It's almost like an optical illusion. We see the brands where they would heat these up and leave a mark on the steer so they know who they belong to. I was just asking myself when we were going to see this, every good Western museum has a barbed wire exhibit. They put some plastic over the barbed wire. I guess they don't want you putting your hands on it for, I guess, obvious reasons. Over here we have the names of the different styles of barbed wire. Look at all those different styles. There are some very interesting barbed wire. You see that one almost has like a little spur on it, like it would be on a cowboy's boot. Just some different designs. Usually you only see the one or two different types of barbed wire these days. This exhibit here, you see different outfits worn by people on the frontier. Oh, look at that. Look at the canaries in that cage. You always gotta love a good horn chair. Boom or bust. Spin the wheel to see how you would fare in early Dodge City. So you spin this wheel and see if you get boom or bust. Come on. Boom. Bust. Your herd dies of Texas fever. Oh man. What is Texas fever anyways? I got a fever, and the only cure? More Texas. Want to meet Dora? Just hit this button. I wonder if it's Dora the Explorer. The blizzard of 1886. Oh no, the fire of 1886. 1886, rough year. Seriously though, should I get a horn chair for my bunker? Some of the famed residents of Dodge City: Alonzo Webster, Wyatt Earp, both heard of them. Bat Masterson and Charlie Beeson. I guess you can get
Welcome to Dodge.
them talking.
I'm Bat Masterson. Or have you already heard of me? Just about everyone has, seeing how long I've been in Dodge. Wyatt here just came back. Couldn't stay away.
Yeah, Earp, I thought you quit Dodge for good. Don't ride.
I've been gone about 4 years, yes, sir. I left Dodge not long after that business with that singer that was gunned down.
All right, we get to head outside to the Wild West town. So apparently there's going to be a gunfight at noon, but in the meantime we can explore this old western town. It says carrying a firearm is strictly prohibited. I thought it was encouraged in these Wild West towns, but also should try some prickly ash bitters. Sounds delicious. Actually, I don't even know if that's food. So let's check out the general store here. Oh, you get to select your own marbles. Oh, those are some big marbles right there. Alright, looks like we got a saloon here, the Long Branch Saloon. How are you?
Good, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. Let's see if we can go in the saloon. Hello. Oh, got an elk over the bar, a big eagle. There's a buffalo over there. On the stage here, I don't know if they do maybe some can shows. But, yeah, is that like a baby buffalo head? Some the Mystic Wheel of Fate and Fortune, like an old fortune-telling machine. Another cigar store Indian there. Some tobacco products. Oh, we weren't done with the gun section. All these guns. Look at all these different bullets here, different sizes of bullets. Oh, these are guns for different professions. These would be the frontiersmen's guns. The buffalo hunters, guns. The buffalo hunters have bigger guns because I guess the frontiersmen, I guess, shoot smaller animals, while the buffalo hunter is exclusively shooting buffalo. The gambler, he has a much smaller gun because he mostly has to shoot people. And people are smaller than buffalo. So buffalo hunter takes these big guns to shoot big buffaloes, and the gambler takes these little guns to shoot little people. Now a lawman, he has to shoot people too, but possibly has to shoot bigger, stronger people. So he has a bigger gun. Also, maybe for the gambler, it's better to have a gun that you can hold in your pocket. So if the game doesn't go well, you can just pull it out, shoot your opponent, and take all his money. The outlaw needs guns too. These guns are used to shoot bankers, policemen, and just the occasional civilian for no reason. I have a gunfight brewing over here. These men are staring each other down, getting ready to pop a cap in one another. Some other tools used by lawmen. These different handcuffs. Got a ball and chain. And I don't know if I've seen these before. Look at these hand covers. I guess they're a form of handcuffs. I guess it prevents you from flipping off the police. Heading here into the horse stable. Oh, look at that. Got a big old horse in there. Old West Pharmacy. Back in the day where you could pretty much get anything you want. You come in here, get a pound of cocaine and a big bucket of heroin. And look at that super spooky skeleton hanging over there. It's a calaboose. Is that another name for the jail? In here we have a saloon where people would be gambling. Let's see all these gambling games going on. See, I guess gambling a big part of Dodge City, and probably the cause of a lot of gunfights. Here we have the Undertaker's shop. See the different gravestones there that they have. This is an embalming table, some embalming tools where they used to drain the fluids out of your body and replace them with preservatives. And looks like they're well stocked on child's coffins. Here we have a bank, of course. Banks in Dodge City made for one thing: robbing. You're gonna come in here, bust that safe open, and get yourself some cash. Some different music instruments. That tiny banjo. Is that, what is a tiny banjo like that called? Is that a banjolini? You know what a tiny banjo is called? Leave a comment in the comment section. Also, why is this trumpet so tiny? And of course, a 4-way cowbell for when you need more cowbell. Here's some kids' toys. Of course, kids in Dodge City need to learn about guns at a young age. Some dolls here as well. Oh, and here's a handmade quilt. Of course, here at the Carpetbagger channel, a huge fan of quilts and quilting. Do love this bedazzled guitar. So this is from a Mexican village. It's a small exhibit on some of the working girls here in Dodge City. A photography studio here. It's that giant old-timey camera. These videos would be much harder to make if I had to use that to make them. Have a doll collection here. Some famous historic figures. There's Betsy Ross. I believe those are some United States presidents. Some Civil War figures up here. And then this is most surprising. We have Hitler. It says here on the sign that this Hitler was actually purchased before World War II, before he was as infamous as he would become. You see, he's not wearing the swastika armband. So, Hitler. Look at this. Got a salt and pepper shaker collection. Not nearly as impressive as maybe the one in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Still pretty cool. Down here we have the Kansas Cowboy Hall of Fame for cowboys and cowgirls. Yes, these are the different classes of people that were inducted in 2012. So we have Ernie Love, who was a rodeo cowboy. Willis Negus, who was a working cowboy. I guess that means he actually worked with cows. And let's see who else here on or in the Cowboy Hall of Fame. We have Martina McBride. I guess she is considered a cowgirl. So it looks like each year they have 5 categories. They induct a rodeo cowboy, a working cowboy, a rancher. What's the difference between a working cowboy and a rancher? Cattleman. I'm unclear on that. And then a cowboy historian and an entertainer. Over here we got the outhouse. It's a double-seater outhouse. I always wondered about the double-seaters. Like, you would really, I don't know, would you feel comfortable sitting that close to someone else as you're both taking poops, sitting there chatting? Sometimes maybe better to just maybe take turns. Maybe they don't need to get in here at the same time and be this close next to each other's defecation. Let's go head over and see the actual Boot Hill Cemetery. Cemetery this way. This is the Fort Dodge Jail, built about 1865. It's a tiny little jail. You can see, I guess they'd just lock it from the outside here. But let's look in. Okay. There's a little jail cell. Oh, there's still a hole in the ground for you to poop into. That's gross. Yeah, not a very luxurious jail. You can actually step inside this jail cell. So yeah, being stuck in here. They covered up the poop hole in this one, so you can't even poop. And yeah, just looking out here. It would suck to be in an Old West jail. See the different grave markers. Charles Whedon, and they put a little epitaph right here. He was a buffalo hunter, died from a gunshot wound in the breast. Yeah, it looks like they have toned down the touristy aspect of the graveyard. They removed the fake mock gravestones and other more silly or ghoulish aspects. This is Jack Reynolds. Notice over here they actually have the boots sticking out of the ground, but these are actually concrete boots. I think back in the day they would actually put a cowboy's boots on his grave. But I guess, you know, that would wear in the weather after a while, so a set of concrete boots. Jack Wagner here died April 1878 during a shootout with City Marshal Ed Masterson. And there are his boots. Edward Hurley, shot January 1873, drank too much and loved unwisely. What does it mean to love unwisely? I guess, you know, you can definitely get killed for bad relationship decisions. Alright, I do want to get a good seat for the gunfight, so go ahead and get my seat a little early. You can pick out one of these front row benches. What's a tonsorial parlor? Is that like where you get your tonsils removed? Alright, everybody getting ready for the big gunfight. Oh, what's going on? Oh. Oh, they're stiff punches. I thought this was gonna be a gunfight, not a bare knuckle boxing match. Oh gosh. Oh.
You come here, I'm not done with you.
What's that all about?
Hey!
Oh.
I'm not done with you. Why don't you put that hallway away? How don't you meet me? He was not a very good shot.
Oh, he killed him.
Yeah. Okay. Your hand away from that gun, mister. You go for the gun belt. Slowly, I'm getting hit. Hand away from the gun.
Oh, he got shot.
Smart. Get his gun, pick him up. You shot me. You drew on him. Take him to the dry, get yourself dock in there, get him patched up. Right, bud? Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Get it, Chris. Oh, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Let's go. Get him. Yeah, get in there. Marshall. Shut up. Marshall.
Oh no.
Get away from him. Lenny, take care of this. Hey, back up. Put him up.
Uh-oh.
Put it down. Back up. Drop that hog leg now. I will give him a Put it down. He'll do it. Well, here we go. Put him down. You too, man. Now you're gonna put him down right now. Drop him. Now. All right. We ain't asking again.
There's a lot of guns.
Step away. Let her go. Don't concern her. You always get going. Well, we got where we want him. That's a yeah. You bring up a good point. Why don't we just shoot him out here? Make it a little easier. I think so. Gotta kill the law dog in a while. Let's go.
Oh, he's still. The marshal's still alive. See the dead cowboys there. One of the outlaws still surviving there.
Always right, Dodge.
Come on.
It's like you're all out. Still got one right.
Hey, cowboy!
Oh my God. So thank you for joining me here today at the Boot Hill Museum. I really love the gunfight here. They did a really high quality gunfight. I've seen a lot of gunfights in my day through my travels at different Western amusement parks and museums. But this is really good. I loved the punches. They threw really realistic punches in this gunfight. You wouldn't think punching would be as important to a gunfight, but definitely incorporate some really strong punching into the gunfight. So thank you for joining me. If you'd like to see other videos on this channel, consider subscribing and let you know when a new video is out. Also check out some of the older videos on my channel. I've been filming for years and visited the 48 continental United States, filming roadside attractions, museums, haunted houses, amusement parks, and other fun stuff. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop. All that is in the description of this video, and it just helps keep this train on the tracks, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.